guys, welcome back to my channel. My query. I want to sew the dress. This is the front part of it. So this one is the side, one of the side one. Is the side one. And this one is the center one. You can see I've ironed the stem from the shoulder to my half length. This is one center one, the center one. And this one is the other side one. It's the same with this one. So from my shoulder to my half length, I ironed the stay, fabric interface now interlining on it. So I fixed it. So now I'm going to join the three together. And this is my lining. I don't want to iron a stay on my lining. I'll use it like this. So this is the wording. This one is for the center one to my underbust, and this two is for the side one. You will use your pattern to cut your wording, just to follow the shape here, and the side one you minus your seam allowance. You can see this is my seam allowance. So what I'm going to do now is to join these three together. These three. If you don't know how to join it, because sometimes this princess that sometimes is tricky. What you do is to join from your underbust. You see, from your underbust, because I'll join from down. You join from your underbust up, from underbust up on this side also. When you finish, you now sew the lower parts. I'll do it and show you. This is the back one. I'm going to join the back one. So the back one are 4 because of zip allowance. So I'm going to join these two together. I'm going to join these two together, and I'll join these two together also. I'll do the same on my lining. I'll do it and show you. This is the front one. I've joined the three together. I also press it. This is the inside. So this is the wording. I notched it. After joining it, I notched before I ironed. I press it. I also joined the lining. This lining is for the front one. I iron also. I press it also. And this one is the back one. I've joined the back one, these two sides together and these two sides together. I also press it, I open the seam. This is the lining for the back one, and this one is the back one. So I've joined it. I also press it. I open the seam. I did the same on this side also. This is the other side of the back one. So what I'll do now is to go and join the zip line. I notched my zip here, 1 inch zip. So what I'll do next is to put it together, the back one together. This is the right side. This is the right side and this is the right side together. So this is zip line. I want to go and use 1 inch. My zip is 1 inch. So I have a notch here. I want to go and sew it to the end. So from where I'll put my zip, from the up here to where I'll put my zip, I'll use the gather stitches till where my zip will end. Then I'll use regular stitches to sew it to the end. I'll join this one. I will also do the same to the back lining. I'll do it and show you. I've joined the back one together. I used gather stitches from neckline to where my zip will stop. Then I locked the stitch and used normal stitches to the end and sew it to the end. So I did the same to the lining, back lining. So now I will turn it like this because I want to join the front and the back one together on the shoulder. I will use 1/2 inch to join it together. So this is right side, this is the back one, this is right side. And this one is the front one, this is right side, right side, right side, like this. Right side facing each other. So I will use 1/2 inch to join the shoulder. I will do the same on the lining. I will also fix my zip. I will do it and show you. I've joined the front one and the back one together on the shoulder with 1/2 inch. I also did the same on the lining. So what I'll do next is to shape the dress. I will measure, I will take my body measurement, then I'll shape it. I will do the same on the lining. I'm going to shape the dress. I've pinned the two sides. I want to take my bust measurement. My bust measurement is 46. 46 divided by 2 because it's front and back now. 46 divided by 2 is 23. So the measurement that I will use here is 23. So 23 on the front side and 23 on the back side, which is 46, my bust measurement. So I'll shape what I have here. I have 27. 27 minus 23 is 4 inches. So I will share the 4 inches for this side, for the both side, for this side and this side. So 4 divided by 2 is 2 inches. So I'll mark 2 inches on this side and 2 inches on this side. So on my waistline, this is my waistline. And my waist is 40. 40 divided by 2 is 20. So what I will use on this, my waistline is 20. 20 on the front side and 20 on the back side. So I'll shake what I have here. I have 24 inches. 24 minus 20 is 4. So therefore, I will divide it for these two, for the two sides. 2 on this side and 2 on this side. I'll mark 2 on this side. My hip is 46. 46 divided by 2 is 4. My hip is 46. 46 divided by 2 is 23. So what I will use here is 23 inches. Because it's front and back. 23 plus 23 is 46. So I'll check what I have. I have 28. So 28 minus 23 is 5. So I'll share 5 for this side and this side also, for the both sides. So 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. So I'll mark 2.5 on this side and mark 2.5 on this side also. On my knee length, the measurement that I will use on my knee length is not actually my knee length, it's 3 inches before my knee, 3 inches above my knee length. The measurement that I will use here is my hip measurement minus 4. My hip is 46. 46 minus 4 is 42. 42 divided by 2 is 21. So I'll check what I have here. I have 28. 28 minus 21 is 7. So 7 divided by 2, because the two sides. 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. So I'll mark 3.5 on this side and 3.5 on this side. So I'll connect the line. So this 3.5 on this 3.5, I'll connect it like this, and this one's from my bust measurement to my waist measurement, from my waist measurement to my hip measurement, and to this one. So from here I will now connect it like this. So I want to show you the way I'll connect the line, the measurements. From my bust measurement to my waist measurement, from my waist measurement to my hip measurement, from my hip measurement to my knee measurement, 3 inches above my knee. From there, I will now connect it to the length of the dress, the hem side, like this. I will do the same on this side. So I'll go and sew the two sides. I'll go and shape the dress and show you. So I've sewn the two sides of the dress. I've shaped the dress. I also fit zip on this men fabric. I shaped this one also, but no zip on this one. But the next thing I'll do now is to put these two together, to sew them together. So I'll do that on the neckline. So now this is the front side. This is right side of the fabric. And this one is the lining. I've removed the gather stitches on the zip line here. I've removed it. So this is the right side also. I mean, this is the wrong side. The right side is inside. So this is the front part, and this is the right side inside. So I want to put this one inside the lining. You can see the same. This is the wrong side, so the right side is inside, and this is the front side. So right side, right side. So now what I'll do now is to go and sew the neckline, to attach this lining to the neckline. Like this, from this zip line, you see the zip is open like this, you see. I'll put my lining like this. The shoulder seam, I'll put them together. I'll open the shoulder seam and put them together. The other shoulder seam, and to this point, I'll sew it round. I'll do it and show you. I've joined the lining and the dress together. On the neckline, I use half inseam allowance. So the next thing I'll do now is to sew this lining to the dress on the zip line. You can see this is the lining is open here, and this is the zip. So on the men fabric. So what I'll do is to sew it from up here to where I want it to stop. I want the zip to stop. So, but when I stop, there will be still like 2 to 3 inches open here on the lining. When I finish, because after this side, I'll do the other side. When I finish, I'll now sew this up. So, but for me to do that, I need this. This is an invisible zip foot. I need it to sew the zip. Like I have two, but if you have one, it's still okay. And like because I have two, it's easier because I'll just follow this line as reference to sew it down. But if you don't have it, one side you can still see this line and sew it on the line. Hold the three together, the lining and the zip is inside, and sew them to where you want it to stop. Then, but on the other side, you will not see any seam, any stitches. So you will feel it. The invisible zip will guide you. You will feel it. You will see the coil. You will not sew on top of the coil. So you sew very close, but not on top to where you want the zip to stop. So I'll go and do it now and show you. I've joined them together. So you can see on the lower part here, the lining is still open. So the zip stopped here, and the lining is still open. So what I'll do is to sew this one, the lining, only the lining from here. I will sew it from here to this point to close the lining. So after that, the next thing I'll do is to fix the sleeve. I've closed it. This is the zip, the inside, and this is the outside. I'll press it later. See, this is the side. Everything is concealed. So later I'll hem the lower part of the lining and lower part of the dress. So the next thing I'll do now, I forgot to mention that I top stitched my neckline and notched, and I also changed the neckline. My neckline is on this dress is neck width of 5 inches and neck depth of 4 inches, 5 by 4. So the next thing I'll do now is to fix my sleeve, and this is my sleeve, is bell sleeve. This side is a basic sleeve, and this one is 360-degree flare here on this side. I used here my round sleeve here for this, for the radius here. So, and then on this side, I ironed I fused the gun stay on it, only on the lining. So I'll fix my sleeve like this. The sleeve, the side seam, and the side seam here, right side, right side. I'll fix the sleeve. I'll do the same on the other sleeve. After that, I'll use bias to tidy up the rough edge. I might use this fabric, cut this fabric on bias, or this one to tidy up the rough edge. So then I'll hem the lower part. I've finished. This is the dress. I just cut out this ruffle to sew on one side of the neckline to attach it here. It's optional though. Another thing is that you trim your seam allowance, although 2 inches seam allowance is okay if you're making this, but you trim, I've trimmed my seam allowance, like this is a 1 inch. So on your knee length, 3 inches above my knee, that curve there, you have to notch it. This is the dress. This is the final look. The measurement that I used to shape her knee length here, 3 inches above her knee length, was her hip measurement minus 4 inches. But if you like, you can use your hip measurement minus 6 inches. It's only that she doesn't want hers that curvy. But if you use your hip measurement minus 6 inches, please put it on. Try it to see how it is. If you need to adjust anything, if you need to adjust something, before you trim your seam allowance and notch the knee length. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Please, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe and give this video a thumb up. Please subscribe if you've not. Thank you.